Here we are live at the 360 Vegas studios with this edition of School Police Talk. We have great special guests here. Please introduce yourself, and please introduce your K-9 officer.
Sure. My name is Joseph Thomas, and this is K-9 King.
Sit.
Yes, they know.
And I am Officer Patty. This is K-9 Peppermint.
Appreciate you guys coming here and spending time. Thing is that you can see the interactivity between the dogs and between you guys, and so this is something that's very important because you gentlemen go to the schools, you talk to people, you do in front of the audience, so that everybody knows who you are and knows the primary mission. Let's talk about other than drugs, other than guns. What type of drugs do the dogs search for as well?
So we have 2 dogs on our team, not these 2, these are gun dogs specifically, but 2 dogs on our team that do dangerous drugs. So methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, and now fentanyl. And
so I have, Jeff brought it over, I don't know. But anyway, we have Officer Cook who went into the store. And the dog went around and, he put his little things different places and he sniffed out all the stuff. The canines are absolutely remarkable and their noses are tremendous. So can the dog can smell through the locker?
Absolutely, yes. We do a lot of locker drills. If he sees a locker, he just starts sniffing them. It's just in his nature now. But the odor is strong enough for them to go through a locker, through a backpack, through a hoodie, anything. He can get it.
And so when it comes to the weapons, so does that include knives and all that type of stuff, or is it just primarily the guns?
Primarily guns. Yes.
Yeah. So the main thing that our dogs are trained to find is the residue after the blast. So what happens is the gunpowder ignites and it has a very distinct smell afterwards. And so it gets on the shell casings, it gets on the guns, and that gun odor, that residue lasts for a very long time, sometimes up to several years. But that's the odor that they're specifically looking for.
And so, I mean, you look at them and they're just joyful and they're playing. And, the thing is that this comes from having you gentlemen teach them. Let's talk a little bit about the training, because one of the things that we're always looking for is good people that are interested in becoming Clark County School District police officers. So talk to us a little bit about the training that you've had with them.
So with our dogs, we have to maintain at least 16 hours of training specific to what they do for the department. So we do things like hide gun barrels. We'll hide spent brass and shell casings in specific locations inside schools, outside schools, and we'll let it set for a certain amount of time, normally 15, 20, 30 minutes, just to simulate somebody having it in their backpack at home and then bringing it into a school and then setting their backpack down. And then we'll bring them in, and they have no idea where those items are, and we'll just let them go. And one thing that's very important for us is, as their partners and their trainers, that we need to let them have enough wiggle room, enough space to be able to think on their own. So they go in and they start looking and using their sense of smell and their sight and everything to look and see where those items could be, and then start using different smelling techniques to be able to search those items.
And this is not something that happens overnight.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? So
no.
So besides building the bond between you and your canine partner, right? The canine is only getting better with the time that he's in service, right?
Yeah, that's actually proven with King.
Yeah, King is the oldest dog on the team. He's the original dog from the team actually, and this will be his last school year. But he is a seasoned dog, and when he sniffs out things, he's very slow, very professional, and he goes right to the source. A lot of the dogs are a lot more high-driven. They're faster. They're running around. King knows his job so well, he just walks over to it.
Yeah, Peppermint, on contrast, will go into a room, and I'll take her off the leash. As you can see, she has a lot of energy. And she'll go around the room maybe 2 or 3 times and sniffing a few things, and then she starts bringing herself down. And I like it whenever she can think through the problem herself. And then she'll actually start targeting different areas that for her, as knowing her job for the last 3 years, understands where those items could be, and then she narrows them down from there.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to face this camera right here, and then we're just going to wave at everybody. Okay?
Sit.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
Wave at everybody.